Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. No clip. No clue what to expect with this. I haven't seen any gameplay, but hopefully it's good. Another Backrooms title for us.
Alright, I'm ready for the mission. Let's hope for the best.
So it is, I believe, still in early access, so we can't adjust things like our settings. So we're stuck with the camera shake. Double A, good to see you, man. Another day. We're trying to find 4 scientists. I hope I didn't already. I hope that's where we started. So my strategy in these games is usually just to follow a wall until I find something. Sprinter Black says he wants it to be the month of spooks already. Jared said, "Oh, what's up?" Not much.
Dr. Eddington is gone. I don't know if there's an explanation for this, but he's covered in blood. That's all I can say.
Well, that is certainly sad to hear. But we have to find the others. Just try to look for them.
Ah. I wanted to jump up there. So we have to find 3 more scientists. Yes, I have a few, like, shorter games that I'm going to do at some point. I'm just going to do a variety stream. And the biggest issue with that is, like, making a thumbnail for a bunch of, like, random games and demos. And then what I would probably do after is download the stream and then edit it into separate videos. Yes, the camera shake's kind of annoying. I probably shouldn't run as much. I would turn that. A lot of these Backrooms games let you disable that by default. Like, you're just able to.
I wonder what.
Or you can lower the amount of camera shake.
Well, try to find the 2 others. Let's just.
This game
this
literally
out of
has
the
no
way.
settings menu as of right now. Supposedly, that's coming in a future update. I feel like that's a good sign, though, that we found another scientist. Yeah, just another one of the many Backrooms games. There's several really bad ones, so you have to be very selective. Sorting by average Steam review usually helps. And there's a ton that are still coming soon, so I'm pretty excited. Over the next year to 2 years, we should be getting quite a few more Backrooms games. And I think on October 13th, maybe, one of my favorite ones, Escape from the Backrooms, is going 1.0. So that means they'll be adding more levels, and the story should be pretty complete. And that's already a pretty full-featured game. We haven't been hunted yet. I don't even know if there's an entity on this level. Oh dear, what's going on? This is where we started? That looks like where we started. So let's go this way. Oh, wow. You may go see The Strangers Chapter 2 movie. I mean, I don't even know what Strangers Chapter 1 is. So I have no clue what you're in for. I get it's supposed to be like more cinematic with the head bobbing, but Head bobbing plus the turning of the camera, the leaning of the camera. It's a little much. I guess it does encourage us not to run. Kind of sets the mood. It's a crappy day. Yeah, it's been raining a lot here too. Wow. Rain everywhere. I've been hearing thunder. It was raining when I went into work. It was still kind of raining as I was leaving work. It stopped for a while, but I think it's back. Did I see the NASCAR 25 stuff today? Is there anything new? I saw several people were uploading new gameplay. Like they were invited to a preview. Radman got to play it. Michael, I don't know if he got to play. Yeah, I think he did get to play it, right? But he was at least in that Discord call, so he got to see gameplay. Sprinter Bike lives in a desert state and it's hot as hell. Oh no, I'm not sending any rain your way. I'm so sorry about that. But I love it when it rains. I love the rain. I love the storms. I'm not going to give them away. Plus, we weren't really in a drought, but it was getting pretty dry. Yeah, from the pictures that Radman posted, it looks like he was at home or at someone's house. There's a picture of his computer and the Tiger Woods hat on top of it. So I don't know if they like streamed it to him and let him play. Yeah, I watched the full video. But he did post a picture of his computer or a computer running the game. At least that's what it appeared to be. Double A, thanks for eating this year. I trust Radman's opinion. I've been following him for years. And, you know, he's proven that he can handle himself on the console games, no matter which one it is. Really, other than NASCAR 2002. But he can handle himself pretty well. And he's decent enough at iRacing. So I think he has probably a pretty good opinion on it. LSU has a very big game Saturday. That is correct. With our best running back possibly injured and out. Possibly. They haven't announced that yet. Our quarterback is also injured and has been playing injured. Our offensive line's just bad. So I'm nervous. I'm definitely nervous. Backrooms with its empty NASCAR garages, shops, and dilapidated racetracks. If I had...
Dr. Marcus Carlson, if there's no visible damage done to him, no blood whatsoever, but he's not breathing. I cannot hear in the respiration sounds. If I see him, he's dead.
If I had time...
Just one more scientist. You can do it. Let's just find him and just get out, okay?
I would put time into that. That's a very niche crowd that game would appeal to. A very niche crowd. But I feel like it would be doable, especially if you just used stock assets. I couldn't design assets by myself. I would just have to buy asset packs and flip them. I wish I had stayed with game modding and game development. Years and years ago, I used to practice in the old... It may have been an old version of Unreal, where I would, like, make little demo games. That was so long ago. And once I lose interest in something, I just forget everything about it. I feel like that would be manageable for someone with a lot of time and a little bit of know-how. Especially if it was just like this kind of walking simulator. Jared, I am not brave enough for the Outlast game. I am not brave enough. Yeah, see, they teased Search in the Black Ops 7 beta. Are they trying to get me to play? It's crazy you bring that up, AA. That is crazy. I love Search and Destroy. It's my favorite Call of Duty game mode. The one life modes. Okay, are we stuck? I mean, we're not stuck, but I mean, have we reached? Okay. Excellent, excellent. I didn't know if I'd mentioned it before. Yeah, I love it. The Black Ops 6, just the gameplay in general, I thought the Omni movement was kind of clunky. I don't know if they ever fixed it. I know they did in Warzone. It's been probably like 2 months since I played Warzone. But the last time I played, they had updated the movement, and it felt pretty good. Like, the best it's felt since launch. And I was actually having fun with it. But the movement in Black Ops 6 just felt a bit clunky. The TTK didn't feel consistent. And so I didn't enjoy that game very much. But the maps, okay, I didn't get to that. The maps are not designed like traditional Call of Duty maps. There's like 20 entrances to every room, 20 windows overlooking every like rush point. And so you end up in a lot of 50-50 gunfights. And it's like they're trying to make everyone have a 1 KD. And you can't really hold down a strong point. That's really what Search and Destroy is all about. It's holding down a strong point. Because, one team defends, and then one team rushes to a bomb, and then they set up defense at that bomb site. So if you have a map where you can actually defend, and they want you constantly pushing, getting in their face, being a movement demon, that, and especially now that I'm getting older, I can't keep up with the people that are unemployed and the people that, just come home from school and play for 6 hours every evening. I'm in my unk era. I'm gonna pull it out one last time for not Black Ops 4, Battlefield 6. I was pretty good at the beta, so I'm a little excited. I know they nerfed the movement, which is good. I hate movement demons. But, not gonna lie, I had kind of figured out the movement, and I was absolutely breaking people's ankles, and it felt great. But I'm more of a traditional player. Yes, the G Fuel, they inject the ADHD and crushed up Tylenol into their veins. That's what I need to do. Before I try to play Black Ops 7, I need to Snort some Tylenol. I probably will. What happened to this? Okay, are we about to get jump scared? I probably will. I just don't like streaming first-person shooters because I'm not like out there MLG. I can be positive. I can be top of the leaderboard or second on the leaderboard, but I'm not out there. One of the guys dropping 90 kills, 6 deaths.
Can anybody hear me?
Okay, what's going on here?
Connection is gone. Well, I'll just return to booth. I think they'll be waiting for me at the rope.
The rope? How am I going to find my way back to the rope? I think it's roughly this way. Yeah. I hate skill-based matchmaking. The variety of the old games was part of what made it so interesting. Because every match could be different. Some games you would just get stomped by a whole clan of 6. And then other times you would do the stomping, and then a lot of times it would just be an average kind of field. They may have one good player on your team, one good player on the other team, and then everybody else, maybe a few average, maybe some garbage people. But it felt much more natural, and it was connection-based purely. I understand why they do the skill-based or engagement-optimized matchmaking, really what it is nowadays. Because they're trying to keep people on the game. And if you get smashed 10 games in a row, you're going to get discouraged and probably not ever play the game again. That happened to my buddy. My buddy stopped playing Call of Duty for a while. We tried to go back, and I'm still pretty good. My KD's over 2.0 on MW2. But he does not do very well. And so he just won't play Call of Duty anymore. Unless it's Warzone. Can't wait for Halloween so you can watch on AMC. Do they play a bunch of classic Halloween movies? I have no clue where I'm going. As a kid, I liked the Halloween Town movies. How am I supposed to find my way back? That's so dirty that it's not, like, linear at all. It's find the 4 scientists and then somehow try to make it back. My buddy's had his Halloween decorations up for the last 2 weeks. It may have been longer than that. It probably around 2 weeks to 2.5. Yeah, there's definitely some people that are very into Halloween. October 31st, Nights of October, something like that. Interesting. I don't know if I get AMC. I have a sports package through DirecTV, and it doesn't include certain channels because it is primarily a sports package. I also have another cable package, though, so that one will have AMC. I can guarantee that. Sprinter Black likes October because of all the pumpkin foods. Reasonable. You know, I'm not out here like a pumpkin spice kind of guy, but some pumpkin pie or like pumpkin bread. It's all right. I like that. Are we getting closer? I feel like that chair would have been handy to remember. I feel like we're loosely going in the correct direction. Over thousands of years, my bloodline descended, hailed from the shores of the continent of Europe to give me these gold medal winning skills of direction. AMC and AMC Plus. Yeah, I don't have that. I would just have to watch the broadcast live. But I mean, with like all the streaming content nowadays, I mean, it is kind of cool watching it on TV. And especially around Halloween, there's the Halloween what's going on in here? Okay, this does not feel like the right way. I just want to point that out. What is... I don't think we've been here. This is... I'm gonna explore, because I'm curious. But the Halloween commercials. Halloween commercials are a pretty fun part of the time of year. A lot of the candy companies will have good ones. Halloween Friday the 13th, Chucky and Freddy. All fun movies. How about the Leprechaun movies? You seen the Leprechaun movies? Oh, baby. My superior heritage.
The rope. It's gone.
My body was specifically handcrafted to escape the back rooms. Nothing else. I literally don't exceed at anything else. This... Oh. Is something coming? Alright, let's not push our luck. Yeah, no, my one purpose in life is to escape the back rooms. That's all I can do. That's all I have. That and finishing 22nd in the NASCAR 07 modified series. My two destinies in life. Giga MPU said this randomly showed up on your recommended. It just so happens that your friend made the game. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. It's really cool. I like the story element so far. That's something you don't see a lot in these Backrooms games, because there's a lot of not good ones that are on Steam. But this one so far, and I know it's still like early access. There's still more things to be added, but it's impressive to have the voice acting and already have the story direction. Because a lot of these games are just walking simulators with no story, and it kind of takes away from the game. So your friend did a good job so far. I've really enjoyed these backroom style games. So let them know we salute you. Look at this. Free at last, free at last. Please. Okay. Whenever we get in the elevator in one of these games, I'm like, is this actually going to work, or do I need to complete a puzzle first? Printer Black said, you remember watching Scream 1 on VHS at your aunt's place years ago? I remember VHS tapes. We used to have a huge box just full of VHS tapes. I'm sure they've all been thrown out by now, but we had some good ones. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. What you guys know about that? Not the TV show, the movie. It's not on streaming anywhere. Not on Disney Plus. You can find it on a torrent. You can get it that way. All right, what's going on here? Sneaky, sneaky. Wait, did we come through here? Okay, I'm going to go this way. Because I don't remember where I came from. This is all I have. All right, I guess we're going to follow the left boundary. Ooh, a ladder. Interesting. We've gotten to the unfinished portion of the back rooms. They haven't even painted yet. Whoa, a couch. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy finding the furniture. Nice little pallet jack. Whoa, dog, what are you doing? Power Outlet. What's my favorite Halloween movie? The original Halloween's pretty iconic. For the laughs, the Leprechaun movies are pretty funny. For nostalgia purposes or reasons, I really like the Halloween Town movies. At least the first two. The third one, take it or leave it. But I don't know. Like, I mean, probably just Halloween. But that's a pretty bland answer. I think they've made 20 sequels for a reason. That's completely fine. That's completely fine. I didn't see Halloween till last year. At least not that I remember. The green light's probably a good sign, right? Right? Hey, we got baited. They got me. You just never watched it. It's good. Over to my left, I have 3 of the Halloween movies on Blu-ray. I used to have it on my desk, but I moved it. Yeah, I used to be a huge movie guy. Then I kind of fell out of it because now it's just I have less time. And when you have less time, one movie can be your whole evening after work. So it doesn't leave much time for anything else. So you have to be okay with that. Like, okay, I'm going to sit down and watch this movie for the next 2.5 hours. And after that, I just have to go right to sleep and get right up for work. Almost Elm Street. Yeah, probably good that you didn't watch that. I kind of like it more now than I used to because I'm kind of the same way. I'm not big on horror, but I am getting more into it now. I don't know why. I enjoy it more now. I just do. Beam me up, Scotty. But I really like not as much like the jump scares, which those can be fun. I like the adrenaline. But most of the time I have the unintended reaction. I just laugh. And then I look like a maniac. Somebody will just get hacked and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just always thinking about it critically, I guess. But anyway, I like the thrillers. So ones that are like more cerebral and like trippy, really make you think. One I guess that's almost in that vein is are we about to die? Are we about to die? What's that sound? Let's take our death like a man or run away. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. The good thing about it being dark is we can't see the head bobbing. Double A said it's funny because you play Dead by Daylight a lot, but you wouldn't call that horror either. Yeah, I mean, especially if it's a game with like multiplayer, it's a little less scary. And like Phasmophobia is kind of the same way. Like once you get used to it, the scariness kind of wears off. Especially once you've seen all the death animations. Some of these games are like that. They start out scary, especially when the entities are coming at you for the first time. And then after you've died 20 times trying to complete a mission, then you're just more angry than scared. And it doesn't matter. All right, we're back in the light rooms. What is going on in there? Did you guys hear that? If this game allows me to go in a big circle, I'm going to be very sad. That would be a huge waste of time. I think I was probably like 12, maybe 13. And I think maybe it was on Sci-Fi or Spike. Probably on Spike. They played all the Leprechaun movies back to back to back to back. And it was pretty insane. So at one point, they're like in the past. And then it like jumps way forward into the future. Then they're in space. It's like Leprechaun meets Star Trek. It's crazy. And he's a little tiny leprechaun. But then at one point he gets massive. Wildest thing I've ever seen. Yes, Leprechaun the Next Generation. That's exactly it. Please be the exit. Beam me up, Scotty. To infinity and beyond. I have a headache coming on. All right, where are we now? Oh, baby. We have a change of scenery. I love this. Men's hiking gear. Double A likes the Scream movies and Saw movies. Saw movies are interesting. It's like when I'm watching them for the first time, I like to think, like, well, what would I do here? What would be my play? Realistically. Not like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to try to tough it out and live. Like, what would I realistically do? How would I realistically react? Probably just die. That's really how I watch a lot of horror movies. It's just like looking at it critically. Like, how would I survive this? What would I do differently to get out of this situation than what they're doing? And sometimes there's not, much that I would do differently. It's like, well, they kind of made the smart decisions. It just didn't work out, Interesting. I've seen every episode of Seinfeld, so I guess I've seen him at some point. I just don't remember. Oh, look, an apple. I like Seinfeld quite a bit. And my wife actually doesn't hate it, which is crazy. Probably because it's a show about nothing. Like, there's no substance. Any movies with, like, or TV shows with any kind of grit or edge, she just doesn't like it all. It has to be light and fluffy. You've never seen Seinfeld either? That's insane. That's insane. It truly is. Because how many stations play it on rerun every night in syndication? No, I'm not a Big Bang Theory guy. I've seen episodes. I mean, I feel like most people that have been around have seen at least part of an episode, but I'm not a Big Bang Theory guy. All right, I don't know where I came from. I'm actually turned around right now. Oh, dear. All right, we're just going to move this way as far as we can. Hopefully we're not backtracking. Oh dear. Coming to some kind of dead end. Some of the spin-off. I've seen clips of the spin-off, like their YouTube shorts. And it's definitely it's totally different. And I could actually see myself liking it more. Okay, so this is where we came from. This is where we saw the apple. We came this way. All right, we're back. We're back. We are back on track. Oh, yeah, which spinoff are you talking about? Because there is Young Sheldon, but there's also the one about his brother. I don't know what his brother's name is, but I've seen shorts of that one. No, I haven't seen any Young Sheldon either. I've probably seen clips of it as well. CBS is milking The Big Bang Theory for all it's worth. Kind of like how they milk SpongeBob. Okay, this is a bit wild. Oh, here we go. Look at this. I can smell this carpet. Can you guys smell this carpet? George and Mandy. Yes, that's it. That's it. That sounds realistic. Squidward. I like those SpongeBob games. Battle for Bikini Bottom and the movie game. We played both of those on this channel multiple times. I think I'm about due for another playthrough of Battle for Bikini Bottom, but I want to look up some speedrunning strategies to like try to skip certain parts, the parts I don't like. That is so flat. I left that open for a long time. There's like no carbonation left. All right, are we in the mall now? Whoa, is this Microsoft Bimbos? Try the all-new Bimbos 2003 today. I don't know if you guys know about Microsoft Bimbos, but it was a real company. I forget which country it was in, but there's a video about it. And the guy goes to the building that was the former site of Microsoft Bimbos. That is crazy. They put Microsoft Bimbos into the game. This is already the best Backrooms game there ever is. Or ever was, or ever will be. Hella Optics. The oldest Mew. Man, this person is hip. Hip to the trends. It was something like that. It definitely was. One to be like the rich kids, but you are poor. Well, visit us. We'll figure something out at half the quality. Justin's Replicas. I wonder if they actually bought that domain. Let's go to it. It says there's a typo in the domain. That's a shame. Gonzaleo. Yeah, I remember shopping at Gonzaleo as a kid. When I would go check out Microsoft Bimbos, I would go shop at Gonzaleo right after. Happy Donut soft opening. 3+1 opening promo of our freshly made donuts. Comes with so many different flavors. Match it with frappes, milk tea, or premium Halo. Pick your own flavors on April 22nd, 2021, 9 a.m. See you. Look at it. Look at it. Isn't it cute? You know, we're in the scary back rooms, and you got a welcoming face like that. How can you be scared? Yeah, the movie game was really just like a spin-off of the Battle for Bikini Bottom. Had a lot of the same mechanics. And it really wasn't a very long game because they made you replay some of the levels several times to earn as many Goofy Goober tokens as you could. There definitely wasn't the same amount of depth, but they didn't have a lot of time to work on it. But I wish they would remake that one like they remade Battle for Bikini Bottom. Golly. There's this guy named Shift. You guys may know him. He's the best speedrunner at SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. And he holds the world record. He can beat the game in 40 minutes and 37 seconds currently. Denny Hamlin fan said, "When I die, don't look for me in the sunsets." What? Are you in the sunsets? Are you currently there? Look at me on your couch watching. Yeah. I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that. What's over there? Oh, it's just a reflection of the elevator. I was like, is that another elevator? Am I getting on the wrong one? He said, look for me on my couch watching NASCAR with a Coke in my hand. Look for me on a Sunday. Beautiful. Oh, baby. We are in the pool rooms. We're in the dark pool rooms. Coke and one ham Whopper in the other. Dude, I had a Whopper yesterday, and I'm still thinking about it today. It was so good. Where I work, in the area, there is a... Turn the lights green. There is a Burger King. And they don't do a ton of business because they are in a special access area. So the food is usually made to order. I've been there twice, and both times it's been the best Burger King I've ever had. And I've tried to go to Burger King's, you know, around where I live, and it never measures up. Never. Or it hasn't so far. It disappoints me. The work Whopper is so much better than the house Whopper. Swap the Whopper with buffalo chicken wings and you got your dream life on Sundays. Buffalo, that's an interesting choice. I'm not a fan of the buffalo. I know a lot of people are. I am not. I like more like sweet, spicy barbecue. Like maybe a little sweet and then some kick to it. That's good stuff. Like I don't know if you guys have ever had the Dickey's barbecue. It's a chain barbecue restaurant. It's not the best, but they have a spicy sauce, and it's not really that spicy. It's more sweet than it is spicy, but it's still good. The BK, what's up with the work Whoppers? Just hitting different. That's crazy. One thing I don't like from Burger King is the chicken. I don't think their chicken fries are very good, or their nuggets. Probably the weakest of the fast food places. Like Wendy's is better, Chick-fil-A is better, McDonald's is better, as far as chicken nuggets go. That's just an opinion, you know. You guys may have had a different experience, but they just taste very cheap to me. In a bad way. You've never had B-dubs before? Honestly, I think they've gone downhill a bit. The last time I went, it wasn't the best experience. Is this press button? I think we should do it. What was that? Well, we pressed the button. I used to like Buffalo Wild Wings a lot more back when they had trivia on their televisions. That was like, I guess maybe one of the first in my area of the chain restaurants that would just have like 20 TVs and a bunch of like projectors and stuff showing different sports games, football, basketball, whatever's on. But then on maybe a quarter of their televisions, they would have trivia going constantly, and they would bring by this thing that looks like a keyboard, a big blue box, and it was a wireless controller to join into the trivia game, and your scores were linked throughout the country, so all of the Buffalo Wild Wings locations were tuned into this same trivia program. And so not only would you be competing with the people in your restaurant, you would be competing with people across the country. So it was way ahead of its time. And it was very fun, and they had different modes. Yeah, there's still trivia, but now it's like app-based, and it's not... I don't think it's through that same company that it used to be. definitely not the same. But still fun. You know, I still enjoy the trivia. I think as of right now, like, you can join on your mobile device through browser, or you can join through the app. You have a Roku TV. The only well-known wing spot you've eaten was Wingstop. I have never had Wingstop. I've never had the Wingstop. I have no clue where I'm going, by the way. How do you like your Roku TV? The experiences I've had with it honestly leave me underwhelmed. But that may just be because I was on old hardware. That's a total possibility. Okay, this isn't a good sign. Okay, maybe. Oh dear. Oh dear. I hope. Okay, this isn't where I came from. That's still terrifying though. Yeah, I think maybe like it just takes a stronger television in terms of like processing power. I've had a really good experience with Google TV. You have a Roku hooked up to it? Yeah, I've used a Fire Stick. I've used LG TV. I've used Roku in the past, but I've never owned one. And then a TCL kind of thing. I don't even know what operating system it used. I think it was Roku based maybe. But anyway. Whatever it was. Didn't really care for it. But the Google TV I've really liked. It's the best streaming service. Probably Netflix. Or Amazon Prime. Prime's a good one. It really depends for me. Which one is the best? It's just whichever one has the show that I'm watching at the moment. So, like, right now I'm watching Peacemaker, so HBO Max has a bit of an advantage. And then, you know, I'm also watching The Boys Gen V, so that's on Prime. And then whenever the next season of For All Mankind comes out, I'm going to be watching that. So, and that's on Apple TV. I don't like ranch though. I don't like ranch. That's the issue. That's the issue I have with the ranch. Not a ranch guy. I know. Controversial. All right, what have I done? Yeah, a lot of sauces, salad dressings. I'm not for. It takes a good one to pull me in. Okay. We might be in trouble. Yeah, Tubi does have good stuff. Some good stuff, at least. They also have some really bad stuff. Oh, dear. Where am I? Oh, dude, we are so lost. I am so unbelievably lost. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I've hit 2 buttons. How many buttons do I have to press? I feel like I'm making backwards progress. I have to press the button. It didn't help me. It says turn the lights green, but I don't see any lights. I hope... We probably have to hit another button, but I have no clue where that button is. This map isn't... Okay, that's a thing. This map isn't the most linear. Yeah, I like certain bad movies where the acting is rough, or maybe the special effects are just not well done. No, we have to press the button. That's the point of the level. Yes, we need to find one more button. See? See, you doubted me. You doubted me, and you shouldn't have doubted me. Because now who looks stupid? Surely not the guy that's lost. Oh, dear. I don't know where this button is. Come on, why can't they just hide the button, like, over here? Let me just look.
Seems as if this elevator is like not on or something.
Very well said.
Find a way to activate it then to get out.
I love how they added that voiceover line. Just in case you didn't find any of the buttons first. We're still missing one, though. I felt like we made really good progress, and then we made backwards progress. At least it felt like backwards progress. We ended up finding the exit. We found the exit before we found the third button. YouTube TV is too much. I agree. I agree. That's why I've gone with the DirecTV Sports package. It's about $25 cheaper per month. And I don't even like paying that much because I already have another cable package that's a lot cheaper and has a lot more channels, but it's delayed. It's on quite a big delay. So if I'm like watching the race, trying to react to it, everyone will be like 3 laps ahead. And then it's just stupid. You're not saying what the fast food place is that is only in your state? Interesting. Only in your state. Let me Google this. Runza is a Nebraska fast food chain. I'm looking this up. Okay, this isn't going to be helpful. That's actually hilarious. The first listing they had, and it was the one for my state, was a place that I've been several times. But it's not a fast food place. The list wasn't very good, apparently. You did start working on another Backrooms game, which is, although it's not out on Steam, it's taking quite some time. That's good. Take your time. Take your time. I'm enjoying this one, all right. This is just part of the gameplay, is getting lost and trying to find your way. There have been some moments in these Backrooms games where I get pressed just steam coming out of my ears, angry. This is a button. Please be the button. Okay, now we just have to backtrack all that way. I can definitely find the way back. There's not going to be an issue. Smooth sailing from here. Okay. I lied. Yeah, I already have a bunch of Backrooms games added to my wish list that are like still coming soon or announced. So, yeah, take your time. There's definitely a lot of people that want to see these kind of games. A lot of the bigger YouTubers get quite a few views on these. And some of them after I go live end up getting more views. So there's definitely an appetite for the Backrooms. And I just enjoy exploring. It's nice when there's some jump scares here and there, but then again, sometimes I just like to chill walking around. You use DoorDash once? I've used DoorDash a lot. DoorDash and Uber Eats. Hey, big man's got to eat. I did a day of Uber eating, of actually delivering, and or maybe 2 days. And then I just kind of looked at the math, and I was like, I'm not going to make any money off of this at all. Epic Editor said, look behind me. It's a green screen. You can't get me, Epic Editor. Did I see what? Oh, in game? I didn't see a thing. Denny Hamlin, he's getting sick of getting DQ after swimming at the water park. That sounds awesome. All right, that's okay. That's another button. Hope we're having a good day, Epic Editor. Thankfully, we're not being chased right now. Earlier, there was something coming after us. At least we were hearing some sounds. It sounded like an entity. So, I was a little sketched out, but we've left that level. Most of the time in pool rooms levels, you don't get harassed by entities. Well, I don't know. It depends on if this is the pool room. Pool room is level 37, technically. We'll have a heavy emphasis on story. Oh, no, that's all right, Giga. You can plug your game all you want. You can do that all you want. Because I'm interested in hearing about it. Last time you went to Dairy Queen, you got a Superman ice cream. That sounds good. Oh no, where am I? Oh, it's hideous. It's like Pepto-Bismol. That was like in June. How often do you go to Dairy Queen? Hear a sound. I hear a sound. I'm going to investigate. Yes, thankfully I'm not lactose intolerant. I love milk products. Milk, chocolate milk, strawberry milk, ice cream, cheese pizza, cheese sticks, yogurt. It's good stuff. All right, I heard a sound. All right, we're going to find the exit eventually. We've already been there one time. I just have no clue how to get back. And we actually found another button. One that we've already pressed, by the way. Yes, yes, queso. Good stuff. Even though it gets hard after a little bit, so you have to eat it while it's fresh. All right, I think it's this way. The game will have a free-to-play demo, probably. It'll be in the same universe, but a different narrative. Sounds like a good way to do it. Yeah, I'm interested in the demos. I don't normally try out demos, but there are a lot of Backrooms projects I've seen that are still, like, coming soon or announced, and they do have demos. So I downloaded my first one. So I'm going to be trying out a demo of a game eventually. Might do it at the end of this stream. I don't know. I may go into NASCAR, but anyway. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Excited to see what you guys and what the rest of the community can put out. Because I'm going to be here for it. Oh, okay, we've seen that before. Is that a good thing? There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hooray! Beam me up, Scotty. Denny and Double A, do you guys post videos?
Shit.
I
What
think
was that sound?
Double A does. Was it you, Double A, that I was watching stream the other day? Yes. Yes, I guess it was. I still had your page pulled up when I got on my computer today. NOCLIP. Delirium. Settings menu implemented in next update. Hope you see that. Giga MPU said it's a big step up from this, at least. In reality, the game feels similar to a lot of the genre, so we're trying to make the new one. See, that's the hard part, Giga. That's the hard part. Is like, how do you keep it familiar enough to like appeal to people that like this type of game, but make it different enough to stand out? You know, that's where I would struggle personally. Outside of just, you know, the complexities of game design. But good luck on your ambitious project. I definitely want to hear more about it. So if you guys get a Steam listing, like an announced or coming soon page, let us know. Just comments or whatnot, and we'll definitely take a look when it's ready. Because I'm gonna be playing as many of these games as I can as they're released. They're pretty fun. So for a first game, that was pretty good. Pretty good. I liked the story elements. I liked the voiceover, and I liked the little puzzles we had in there. Because I mean, it is fun just walking around, but especially when you have a an objective, I think it adds to the gameplay experience. But thank you for joining us, Giga. Excited for your next project. Thank you for being here, Double A, Jared, Denny Hamlin fan 13, Epic Editor, Sprinter of Black. Good to see all of you guys. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. We'll probably end up going live with something else. Maybe NASCAR 07. We might do a different game. But regardless of what it is, I hope to see you guys in the next one.